Hello there, YouTube. My name is Nemuri. If by any chance I came from your recommended or from your YouTube feed, I'm very sorry to have invaded your um your peace because you had to be one of the poor people who had to discover this video. Just me yapping. I'm going to yap about my week. So, actually, this Sunday, I went to the mall and, well, I thought of recording a vlog, but I remember being too shy to go to the mall to vlog. So it was embarrassing. That reminds me my vlog from a few weeks ago. It was so embarrassing recording it, but I ended up losing some of my videos, which is very sad, and it turned into a very short vlog, which I uploaded anyway because I'm bored. I just edited it and stuff like that. Now, I so this Monday there were no classes. Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember also on Sunday I went drinking. I was drinking with my parents that night, and I don't remember much. I think I streamed while sleeping, which was embarrassing. But anyways, let's forget about that. I think one of my moderators disabled the comments. I don't know. The comments were already disabled for some reason. I just discovered just now. On Monday, like the day after that, I was there were no classes, so I went to I didn't actually go somewhere since Monday was voting. We were going to vote senators and mayors and stuff. I I didn't really know who to vote, but I at least kept in mind who I should not vote. You know, the bad people that I shouldn't vote. Okay, I don't wanna explain too much because I don't want to be a little bit too political. I don't want to talk about political stuff. Now, after that, I went home and frankly, I don't remember much of what happened after that. I think I played Plants vs Zombies that night. On my stream. Yeah. On Tuesday, the day after that, we had like on our school. Okay, in my work, I I went on a half day. I did not go to work. I mean, I left work on the afternoon to go to school because we were going to defend our project proposal for a capstone. A capstone project is like a final project for us college IT students. It's like we're submitting a project, like an application, and explain to them why people need this application, why this application is important, blah blah blah. So it's basically like a thesis, but for us IT. And I well, we passed, but there were major revisions that are needed, and it was about the database. When I made the database for our first study, I made it very early, and I did not really update it after we discussed about new features and stuff. So the database was very small, and it didn't really it the database isn't enough for our entire application with all its functions. And they also told me to uh, do third normal form 3 and F of normalization for database. not going to explain much, but basically that um, this kind of normalization prevents data redundancy and stuff. And after that, I think I went home. And what did I do? I think I watched an anime called Monster. Do you guys know Monster? Monster's a really good anime. Wait, was it on Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh yeah, on Monday I also watched Shrek. I watched Shrek the Third in my Discord server. I watched it with the people in the Discord server. It was very fun. And yeah, I remember watching Monster this week. Monster's a really good anime. Like every single episode feels so tense. It's so nice. The story is good, and the villain, the main antagonist is so, like, it gives you goosebumps every time he's not really shown. Actually, he's rarely shown in the anime, but just knowing that he might be near, he might be somewhere, he was here before, it's very like scary. It feels so, it's so nice, that anime. Now on Wednesday, I had my final exam for both a laboratory and written exam. Oh, actually, it's an online exam. But for the laboratory, I was able to get 100 points since the program that I submitted for the final project was perfect. And now on the online exam, there were very horrible stuff. It's listen, I did not make a mistake. I swear, the questions are so stupid. Like, I can't really explain much without giving too much jargons, but basically, for example, there's a question and none of the choices are correct answers, and when I checked what the correct answer was, it was still incorrect. It's so stupid. And for example, it said, how do you print "Hello World"? Keep in mind, in the question, the W was not capitalized, but the correct answer was the one with the capitalized W, which is completely wrong. Okay, that was really bad. I didn't and it's not only me who like noticed the really not so good thing about my classmates, I guess, or my school, is that they can't really bother to go to our professor to make corrections. So if I'm thinking, I think I went to confront my professor once, and his nah, it's fine. You're not gonna fail anyway. I mean, yeah, he already told me like way before that I'm never going to fail, cause I don't know, I'm cool. I'll never fail. I mean, even though my scores are low, even if my scores are low, my professor always said that he's not gonna fail me, which is nice. So, well, whatever. I don't care anymore. But oh, I could have gotten perfect, on my exams. Uh, oh yeah, all my laboratories are perfect too. So even if my professor didn't like me, he can't give me a low grade. And so, yeah, after that, I want to rant. I ranted to some people, like my friends. Yay! And now um, I went to work and stuff. I have a problem at work. I always get very sleepy. I really need to get over getting sleepy every afternoon. And the thing is, I never drink coffee because I don't know, I don't really like coffee. It's other people like coffee. Although I might want to drink coffee just to stay up, but I'm worried that I'll get insomnia later that night. So yeah. I also try not to sleep during those times, like in the afternoon, because it's going to be bad if I end up not being able to sleep at night, you know? Because I have work. I really don't want to be late for work. There was a time where I didn't really care and I was late on several occasions and I almost got in trouble. Good thing I kind of changed that habit. Sorry for the cough. I've been coughing for almost 3 weeks now. It's a very bad cough. Yeah, usually my cough stays for like a month or two. I don't know why. It's always been this way the last couple of years. But and I never went to the doctor. I guess one of the reasons for that is like although now I drink medicine, but back then I never drink medicine. I just let it heal over time. Time heals all wounds, as people say it. Um, yeah, that phrase, the first time I read that phrase is actually from a video game called Terraria. Time heals all. I just thought that quote is very interesting. You know, Yep. Um, yeah, it makes thinking about Terraria makes me a bit nostalgic. I remember that I played Terraria with a guy during the whole Christmas Christmas break, if I remember correctly. Oh my god, I should play with him again. I'm just very busy these days. I feel bad for keeping him hanging. Oh wait, I might stream Terraria soon too. Sabbath and stuff. Okay, so like, where am I now? I think I'm in Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday. Oh yeah, there was this guy. People said that he likes me, but it got me curious about this guy. He was at work, and I don't know. They said that he's too shy to talk to me. So well, if he doesn't approach, I thought that if he doesn't approach me, then nah, we're not gonna talk. But well, I'll give it a try. Like I'll try talking to them. But then I also got shy. Like what the hell? I just remembered how much of loser. How can I describe myself? I have social anxiety. I'm an introvert. Uh, I can't just go up to someone and strike a conversation. So I decided to just write a letter and give it to this person. Like, hey, you wanna be friends? I don't know how that goes. I just want friends. Since in real life, I'm very. I don't have friends in real life, which is sad. I used to have friends, but well, they're gone. Oh yeah, look at my background. They're Hatsune Miku. I really love Hatsune Miku. I love them. Um, I loved her since I was in elementary. This one is not Hatsune Miku though. That one's not Hatsune Miku. That's Farazan from Genshin Impact, the 100-year-old grandma from Sumeru. Okay, so oh yeah, on Thursday, nothing really happened on Thursday. Oh yeah, it was very embarrassing because on Thursday I almost got late for work because I woke up very late. Like my work starts at 9 a.m. and I woke up at 8:30 a.m. And well, I just changed clothes and immediately went on a motorcycle. Like, and I did not take a bath, which is very bad. I never go out. It never feels good going out without taking a bath. I Uh, on lunch break, I went home to take a bath, and I ended up being late, like over break. I took my lunch break for too long, for more than an hour. Our lunch break is an hour. Yeah, it's but I asked permission beforehand, so it's okay. Yeah. So speaking of work, my mother keeps bugging me to like let my cousin in my workplace, but I keep telling them that we're not really hiring. They're hoping to use me to get her the job. That's nepotism. Do you guys support nepotism? I don't really know what to think about nepotism. Well, the thing is, I can't let her in because we're not hiring. We're not looking for new people at the moment. Maybe if we are looking for new people, and even then, we have to really check her if she's good enough. Wait, he or she is good enough for the job. Can't just pick anyone. And okay, where was I? I'm going Thursday. What day is Thursday? Thursday. What happened on Thursday? Oh yeah, I didn't take a bath. Oh, yeah, I took a bath on lunch. On the evening of Thursday, I did not stream. I think I got too lazy, and I just did whatever. Oh wait, I did stream. I streamed a little bit. My Streamlabs is broken. I'm just recording this video because I'm worried that my Streamlabs is still broken. I don't know why, but it doesn't work properly anymore. Like the it doesn't update like the description of the video, or something like that. And well, Uh, I hope it's okay. I'll try streaming later. Anyway, my stomach has been hurting since this morning. I don't know why. Why is my stomach hurting? So, I didn't really eat anything bad. Mm, in fact, I didn't really eat much. Oh yeah, yesterday I didn't eat much at all because I didn't go to lunch. I didn't eat lunch. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast because I was getting late for school. I didn't eat lunch because I used my lunch break to take a bath. And I just ate dinner, I guess. What was dinner last night? I think it was chicken. And I ate all of the chicken. So I guess that compensates my lack of eating for the day. And yeah, that was Thursday, and now it's Friday, which is today. Today is a Friday. Now, what happened today? Nothing really happened. Oh yeah, on lunch, for the first time in a while, I went with my coworkers to eat with them. We went to Jollibee. Jollibee, yay! If you watch some of my streams or my videos, you'll know that I really like Jollibee. It's my favorite family restaurant since I was a child. And I remember my parents told me this. Well, when I was 1 year old, up until 10 years old, all my birthday parties were Jollibee birthday parties. Oh my god, I was a Jollibee kid. And yeah, they always took me to Jollibee, and I just love it. It was nice. Nice times. Good times when I was a child, when I was still innocent and pure and stuff. And I was still a cute little baby. Oh yeah, I've seen my baby pictures from my mother's Facebook account. I can't believe it looks like. I can't believe I used to look like that. Like, oh my god, I was so cute. Now look at me. I'm not. Do you guys think I'm cute? Okay, where am I? Okay. Uh, I decided to give the gift to this guy at work. No, 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 the letter to this guy at work today, but unfortunately he was absent. Apparently there was an accident. I hope he's doing fine. And now I'm home. Oh yeah, I want to rant a little bit because when I went home, on my way home, I mean, so I took a jeepney, and well, the traffic was so bad, like extremely bad, and it's very hot inside the jeepney. Jeepneys like our public transportation here in the Philippines. I took the jeepney and oh my god, it's just really hot. And I cannot take it anymore. I looked at the Google Maps. Google Maps has this feature to see like the how much traffic there is in the area. If it's red or dark red, it's severely it has severe traffic in that area. So I looked at it like all of the roads leading to my home, the jeepney route, all of them is dark red. So I got enough of it, and I uh, I just went out of the jeepney and just walked straight to my home. Like I walked as fast as I can. I didn't care anymore, and well, I actually walked very fast. When I was in high school, I don't know, my legs are long. I have really long legs, so I can walk quite fast. Even though I'm not very athletic, for some reason, if I'm walking, I never get tired. I remember if I'm not paying much attention, I always overtake people and sometimes some group of friends that I'm with if they're not if I'm not really paying attention, I just go past them and where are they? And when I look back, they're so far behind. I did have a friend back then who walks with me, who tries to match my speed, which is nice. I remember him. We always, yeah, we always go home together, and um, sometimes we listen to music together. Like we share an earphone. Yeah, he was good. He was my best friend in high school. Very nice. Um, where was I? Yeah, the traffic. So I walked past the all the vehicles. While I was walking, I was in the middle of the road because I couldn't care going to the sidewalk. I just want to walk straight as fast as I could, and not a single vehicle was moving. The only thing moving was sometimes the motorcycles who just goes through the nooks and crannies of the traffic, and me. I just walk straight to home in the middle of the road, and it's completely safe because not a single vehicle was moving. So yeah, now I'm home. Yeah, I'm home here. When I went home, I feel very sweaty and hot. I immediately went to my room, turned on the AC and my fan. So, yeah, that's all for my week. Oh my god. Did you survive my yapping session for today? Oh my, do you actually like listening to me? Do you want to hear more of me yapping? I can talk more, you know. Why are you still here? Do you still want to listen to me yapping? I can. I was talking about my week, but I can talk about my entire life, you know, starting when I was born. When I was born, I was still I was still very young when I was born, and it was I was brought to this world without my consent, without even knowing anything. And It was the most scary experience ever. I cried. I remember, I think I was crying back then. I cried so loud. Like everyone in the room in the hospital can hear me crying. Why have I been brought to this world? I think I said that. I'm not sure what was in my head that time. I don't remember. Do you know that forgetting things is considered a trauma response? I was so traumatized by that moment when my mother gave birth to me that the memories were completely lost. I forgot everything because of trauma. Oh, why have I been brought to this world? Why was I given this life? I will never know. But as we grow up, we we can realize that hey, life isn't so bad after all. Well, that depends on how your life is going. Sometimes life is well, life is bad to people. I don't know. There are just some people that are unfortunate. I would consider mine to be fortunate compared to others. I have a I have a family, I have a home. I can I smart? Am I smart? No, I'm not that smart. But yeah, I am able to eat every day, drink every day and sleep well. So my life is fortunate, but there are people who experience hardships. I mentioned my bad experiences throughout my life in some of my videos or streams, but they're nothing compared to what other people might go through. The thing is, even though I went through bad experiences like sexual exploitations and stuff like that, it doesn't really bother me much. The thing is, people have different tolerance levels to suffering. I'm not sure how to describe it. Some people can handle this kind of um, situation, but there are some people who cannot, and that's completely okay. There's like a threshold for them to whether or not they can handle it or not. And I think my friend back then uh, mentioned this before, but your how much you are succeeding in life reflects the level of problems you have. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that well. So like for example, you're very poor. Your problems that you have to handle are like how do I get food on the table? Get how do I feed my children? Well, that's the case for my friend. It's not his children. He has to take care of his little brothers and sisters. But if once you have money, you have although you don't have to think about what food how you can provide food anymore. New kinds of problems arise, and although they do not seem like for example, oh no, how do I pay for this subscription next time? Although they do not seem as big of a problem as it is for like having no food, you know. It's the feeling you get from having those problems is kind of similar once you're on that kind of level of success. Oh my god, I'm so bad at explaining this, but I think my friend explained it better. Anyways, where was I? I was talking about my life and stuff. You know, when people are born, they are born equally. That is quite true, but the unfairness of life happens as we grow up. Some people grow up to to be successful, to have a very good environment. Some people grow up in a bad environment. That's sad. Now, well, wait, I was supposed to be talking about my life. When I was young, I was in like the province where my mother lives. That time, I don't remember much of what happened. I remember tidbits of what happened. I think I was watching Teletubbies. Teletubbies! Do you remember the babies and they have those weird little aliens? Man. Mm. And having those my cousins as my playmates. Well, since I don't remember much from that time when I was a little baby, I um I was I was with I when I went to my father's place. Well, we moved to my father's place. I don't know. I don't remember why. Uh, I don't remember much. I remember I remember like I think I remember a little bit like before we moved. I was running through some grass fields, and that's the about the only thing that I remember. And now we went to the my father's place. We live there. We live here. Up until now, this is my father's place. Technically, it's my grandmother's house, but I think my father inherited it. So, yeah, I'm still living with my parents. Woo! I actually used to live separate from my parents, but well, I couldn't handle the financial struggle, so I forcibly went back and forced them to accept my existence by paying the bills, offering to pay the bills. Now, whenever I visit my old cousins and my mother's side, where we used to live when I was a baby, I feel bad not remembering any of them. Like, oh my god, we used to spend time like that, really? And also there's this uncle who keeps describing our experiences. When you were a baby, we almost fell together. You almost died. uh, it's so it's funny. About my school days, do you still want to hear more of me talking? Do you want to know about me in my kindergarten days? In my kindergarten days, my um basically back then I just went in the school and my father told the teacher my name, and my teacher misheard my name, and for almost the entire class, she just calls me like my the name she misheard, and I didn't know how to correct her. So, I was still a very young child, and we're stupid. Oh yeah, I remember there was no, there were funny names. I don't know why. I recall very vividly, but there was a classmate named Cake. There was a classmate named yeah, I just remember there was a classmate named Cake. I I think I remembered it vividly because I love cake. Like not the classmate, but I love sweets. Okay. I was a weirdo when I was a kid. I was so stupid. Oh yeah, I remember playing the kindergarten, and well, I always push other kids so that I can play. I was a horrible child. I'm so sorry. And I think I was quite mischievous because back then I always I lift the women's skirts up. Me because it's fun. And then sometimes I hide under their skirts. And we were like, wow, hide and seek. Well, yeah, we're dumb children doing dumb things. But the thing is, when I was in kindergarten, we already learned, aside from my eccentricities, if I want to talk about my academics, I was actually really good at mathematics. On kindergarten, I already know how to do long division and multiplication and stuff. And I easily learned multiplication by skip counting, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, blah blah blah, like that. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. That was skip counting. So yeah, multiplication was easy for me when I was in kindergarten, and it carried on to grade one. In grade one, I was one of the highest scorers for mathematics, and I think I was also good at English. Yeah, when I was in elementary. It's time to talk about my elementary days. I I I kept changing schools. I went from a private school to a public school. The thing about private schools are sometimes they are advanced. They give you advanced lessons. That's why when I went to the public school, I already know almost all of the lessons that they had, and they thought I was a genius for like like knowing that. But for me, it's like I was repeating a grade, and I got the top of the class because of that. And also because I was a teacher's pet. I don't know why the teacher just likes me. They said it's because I was cute. Oh my god, I got the cute privilege when I was a kid. Lucky me, I guess. But I don't have that anymore. Okay, I'm talking too much about my life, my school life. I remember I remember liking someone in elementary, but I won't I don't wanna really want to talk about it. I think my first crush was this person. I kept sniffing this person. I don't know why. I guess they smelled good. So weird. Oh yeah. Do you guys like cats? My favorite animals are cats. Cats are cute. I used to have like cats, but well, there was one time I a cat that I really liked was died. I saw it die right before my very eyes. There was like a huge vehicle moving, and my my cat was on the tire of that vehicle, and I just saw its innards burst out and its eyes gouged out. And it was the most traumatizing scene I've seen as a child. My poor little cat. I'm so sad, man. I still remember it till this day, and I'm really sorry for sharing this to you. Let's talk about something lighter. Cats? No, 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 not cats. So recently I've been looking at Mario speedruns. Mario speedruns are very interesting to watch. No, no, not the speedruns themselves, although they are entertaining, and I also watch them. They're quite nice, and seeing speedrunners like really hyped up and happy about their achievements makes me really happy for them too. It's a very nice thing for them. Like I'm so happy for them that they get that kind of achievement, like getting a world record or getting a time that's never been possible in the past. They're amazing people. They're so cool. I think speedrunners are so cool. And there's this one speedrunner that I actually find handsome. um, he's attractive, I guess. I won't say who, but yeah, I looked up some Mario speedrunning documentaries, and I use them to sleep sometimes, or just to have a background. The thing about me is that I I really don't like when I'm alone and I'm not really doing anything, or I have to do anything. I don't like it when there's no noise. Like it's just complete silence. So I open up a random YouTube video, and recently the ones I've been opening are Mario speedrun documentaries. I think I know some of the channels. Bismuth Cosmosis, was it? One of them was Platinum thingy. No, Summoning Salt. Yeah, they're nice. They're cool. And yeah, after that, I watched some old Mario um videos, and so I got recommended some random Mario videos because of that, and one of them is like this horror version of Mario. And I never watch horror, so I just skipped that. But I did watch one horror ROM hack of a Mario game. I uh I watched it while I was at work, and I just hid behind a coworker, and they were like, "Why are you watching it if you're so scared?" I just want to, like, it's fun and stuff, and I don't know why, but because I can never watch it on my own. That's why I'm just hiding behind his back. And yeah, it was about this coronation day video ROM hack. I'm not sure. I forgot what it was called, but it was very creepy. Now, um, I don't want to remember it. I'm gonna get scared. Wow. Okay. So when earlier I watched some this old Mario fan game. I didn't know until later on that it was just a fan game. It's the very first my very first exposure to Mario was called Mario Forever. Mario Forever, and I just liked it because of the cool. It had a lot of things, right? Power ups and bosses. The bosses are quite repetitive if now that I looked at it again. But after each like world, like if you finish world 1, for example, there's always a cutscene where where the castle gets destroyed. And I think it's what was that noise? I think it was interesting. I think it was fun. It's very fun to watch every time. So yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't want to share this. So like what else did I do today? Yeah, I haven't finished watching Breaking Bad. I um I tried to I tried to watch at work, but at work it got very busy. I have to do a lot of things. The thing is, a lot like three, three, four, three of my coworkers like resigned, so all of their workload went to the remaining people that are left in the company, which is us. So yeah, work has gotten quite busy, and although I said that I've been watching Mario stuff at work, I it's because I just leave them in the background, instead of listening to background music, I listen to those videos and I'll watch them from time to time, but work on our project while listening to the video. Sometimes though I listen to music. There's some music that I been listening to recently, which is from Evangelion, Come Sacertad. It's a very nice song. I think I first heard of Millie's version, to be quite honest, and I apologize to any fans out there, but I haven't actually watched Neon Genesis Evangelion yet. I had plans to watch it for since I was in high school, I think, but I don't know why I never got to watch it because I was too busy trying to catch up with some anime and stuff. I watched like the entirety of One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Fairy Tail. Like those are very long running animes, and then watch some of the anime in that season. Oh yeah, I remember. I was in this era with the waifu wars. Yeah, the waifu wars thing was still very in its early stages, and people were fighting over Chitoge or Onodera from Nisekoi. Man, Nisekoi is still my favorite anime. It's a very nice romance. Oh, I keep judging harem animes. Like I never want to watch an anime if it's harem, but for some reason, maybe it's because I was still a very new anime watcher, but I really like Nisekoi. To be and well, yeah. Like I said, to be fair, Nisekoi is like my first harem anime, but it is a classic. I remember really liking the opening song, Click, the one with the paper airplane. I think it was the second opening. Um, and I remember this best friend character of Ichijo. He was the guy with the glasses, and he's in love with the teacher, and him confessing to the teacher was very touching, man. It's a very nice scene. Um, just talking about old anime. I remember watching Classroom. I don't know, Assassination Classroom. I remember like crying because of the ending. I don't want to spoil much, but it's quite sad. I always try to avoid anime that makes me cry a lot because I didn't want to cry. The first anime that's very emotional was Angel Beats. Oh my god, that was so sad. And there was there's this anime called Shigatsu wa Kimono So, Your Lie in April. I when it back then I was still in my junior high school, I think, or elementary. I forgot. That anime was still completely new. The first episode just aired, and I watched it, and I decided that hey, this is really good. I should wait until it's finished, so that I can binge watch it. The thing is, I got spoiled by this anime community on Facebook. Oh my god, it made me not wanna watch because I got spoiled and I'm gonna be very sad. It's very fortunate that I got spoiled, but I still feel like I still feel like I should watch it sometime soon. And um I wish I didn't get spoiled. Actually, if I get spoiled, I'll cry a lot. Um, aside from that, I also watched Charlotte. Charlotte isn't really that sad, although it's a bit actually the ending's quite rushed, but it has the same I think it has the same author as as Clanad and Angel Beats. Speaking of Clanad, oh my god, I remember watching. I no no no, not watching but hearing about Clanad, and my friend without okay, back then in high school I had some friends who I introduced to anime. Surprisingly, one of the friends watched an anime on it on his own, and it happened to be Clanad. Man, he expressed how much he loved Clan after that and urges us to watch it. But oh my god, I don't wanna cry. I promised him to watch it sometime, but we completely forgot about that promise. But yeah, he really loved Clanad. I kinda miss them. I kinda miss my old classmates or interactions from back then. Uh, the the old days are always nice. So yeah, um, why did I suddenly stop? So I was looking at that the little Kagamine siblings in there. I just thought it's cute. I really love Rin and Len. They were nice. I once had a crush on Kaito, but my favorite after all is still Hatsune Miku. I remember. Okay, this is an unpleasant story, so I'm not gonna share it. But yeah, when I discovered Hatsune Miku, this is very weird because I was looking at some Minecraft skins. There was an app called Minecraft Skin Stealer. So back then, I had Minecraft Pocket Edition, and to get a skin, you just have to write to change your username to that skin. If I remember correctly, I'm not sure, but there was this skin. There was a I first found a cool looking skin. And the thing is, I didn't want to use a skin that was already popular or someone already owns, sort of. Although everyone owns, so there's already some owner in that skin, but I didn't want a skin that's popular. So I searched it on YouTube, and there is a Minecraft YouTuber with that name and that skin. So I I looked for another skin, and I found another cool looking skin called Miku. Miku, like Miku. It wasn't Hatsune Miku. It was this cool gradient. B- um, I actually forgot, but I forgot what it looked like. But I remember it being. I remember thinking that it looked really cool. So I searched Minecraft Miku, and and what I saw was very different from the skin that I saw in the app, the Minecraft Skin Stealer, and I clicked on a video. It was a Minecraft version of Hatsune Miku singing and dancing to Poppy Po. It was. I remember it being. What the hell is this? I was like that. I was still a very young child back then in my elementary days. And I scrolled down for a little bit, and in the recommended, I saw like a pixel art for Hatsune Miku using Minecraft, like Minecraft pixel art, using blocks to make Hatsune Miku. And is this is this what Miku actually looks like? What if I search for Miku without the Minecraft? So I searched. I found her full name, and I searched the name, and then oh my god, I saw Hatsune Miku, and it was from a channel called Gugu888. If you're a veteran Vocaloid fan, Hatsune Miku fan, you might know Gugu888. The first video I ever watched was World Is Mine. When she sang the first note, like say no, the second note, like her pitch is very high. I got scared. I got it's so weird to say this, but I got scared when I was a child. Like, what was that? What was the sound? And then I clicked away. Oh, it was so funny. But then I I scrolled down. I decided to look into more of the videos or songs, and then that's the first time I'm exposed to Miku. I found it very fun, her singing and dancing like that, and oh my god, it's an anime um voice synthesizer singing and dancing. I don't know. I was mesmerized when I first saw her. It was so cool. I thought it was amazing, and she was so pretty. I was drawn in. I was enamored by her. And so I watched World is Mine again, and I kinda regretted clicking away because I was taken aback. I didn't expect that at first, okay? Um, but oh my god, World is Mine is really nice. It sounds very fun. Hell yeah. So I became a very big fan of Miku and watched some recordings of her concert, and I wish to be in there too. Uh, I spent hours watching her back then. I remember not going to school to celebrate her birthday. I remember I remember being sick and watching her videos, her music videos, her, and I got better. I don't know if it's appropriate to call it music videos, but it's the videos from Google 888, and I then discovered more songs from other producers and discovered more Vocaloids characters. Actually, they're not called Vocaloids anymore. Like the generation with Hatsune Miku, like Rin and Len, Kaito, Meiko. They're not part of Vocaloid anymore. They're I think it's more appropriate to call them Kryptonoids. And then I discovered Teto, Neru, um, IA, all the others. It was nice. And actually, because of Hatsune Miku, I started watching anime. So yeah, Hatsune Miku Vocaloid introduced me to anime, and it's the best thing ever. The first anime I watched, because someone commented it, like um someone said that they like One Piece, so I watched One Piece because my cousins at that time also watched One Piece. So I remember when I was first starting out watching One Piece, I was hiding because I was embarrassed to show that I'm starting to watch One Piece like them. But later on, I kind of came out to my cousins, and I watched One Piece, and I'm in this episode, and we were talking about it. Yeah, it was so fun. And and up until now, I am still updated on the latest chapter of One Piece. Okay, spoiler alert. It's in Elbaf, and while Scopper Gaban is um, confronting one of the holy knights, God's knights. I mean, it's getting very interesting because the God's knights are immortal, sort of, but for some reason, when he saw Skapragaban, he had this genuine look of fear. Like, oh my God, that's how cool Scupper is as one of the Pirate King's crew members. That was so nice. Anyways, I think I've been yapping for like an hour now. I should end my yapping session. Do you want me to end my yapping session, or do you still want to listen more of me yapping? Do you want to hear me talk more? I can still talk more. I can talk endlessly. I can talk about anything. Do you want to talk about water? Do you know that water sometimes tastes different from other water? That's because of the what's kind of inside or what's mixed with the water. For example, for some reason, distilled water tastes kind of bitter, or mineral water. Maybe because of the rocks. I remember alkaline water tasting kind of metallic, and there's some water that tastes salty, a little bit salty. Yeah, depending on what kind of water you're drinking, where you're drinking the water from, some waters taste different, right? Speaking of water, oh, so tap water. Tap water also has a different taste, but you need to like filter it and basically to clean it. Speaking of filtering, people drank their own pee after filtering it and it turned to water. And I guess that's the kind of water I haven't drank yet, because although I accidentally drank my own pee before when I was a young child. I've never actually, I've never tried filtering my own pee and drink it. I remember this guy called Bear Grylls in Man vs. Wild. I don't know why his entire most of his the most of the scenes that he has is like him drinking his own pee to survive. Like, oh my god, what? Okay, I'm talking too much. You're probably sick of me yapping at this point. So, yeah, that's all for today. I'm going to. Bye bye.